Death Valley Days.
The place was a little Texas town called Helena, the time just over 80 years ago. Helena was a drunken, brawling town overrun with thieves, killers, and outcasts. Most people believed Helena would soon die of its own corruption, but one man wouldn't wait for that. He believed in taking an eye for an eye, and he dealt in accordance with the oldest law.
Every day the railroad comes through town. It calls for a little celebration.
The store window just got broke.
Yeah, so it did. Well, you buy a new piece of glass and stick it in there.
They're not going to do anything.
These folks live here too, you know.
They hide out here. When they're not robbing banks, they're killing people.
Oh, now, Elma, it ain't fitting for me to ask them what they do. They bring a lot of money into this place, and nobody in this town ever turned any of that down.
This place never changes, does it?
Oh, it won't. Not till somebody with a little civic pride burns the whole town down.
Or hangs the mayor.
Colonel Butler.
Dr. Kimberly?
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
No, I can't say that I have. But just what do you people expect?
What do you mean by that?
I suppose he means it's going to keep on being like this until you people get the guts to stand up for yourselves.
Colonel Butler, did you hear what he said to me?
I did. And I agree with him 100%.
Oh, sure, it's easy for you to talk. You don't have to live here.
But I have to trade here. And the only difference is, I'm not scared of Ackerson, and you are.
Colonel Butler, I don't think you understand what's happening to Helena.
I do indeed. You, the rest of this town, never lifted a finger when he opened it up. You liked the money these outlaws brought in. But you didn't count on the violence it would buy.
We didn't know.
Well, you know it now. So what are you going to do about it?
Hey, the railroad's coming to town. They're here?
Welcome to the celebration, Colonel.
Get out of my way.
Butler, that's no way to talk to the mayor.
You may have the rest of this town buffaloed, Ackerson. Me and my son don't take orders from you.
Don't push too hard, Colonel.
Mayor, Mr. Mayor.
What do you want, Poison?
Well, we're trying to hold choir practice, and there's been so much noise.
Well, then I suggest you sing just a mite louder. Hey, you see, Butler? It's my town. I don't bully people. I just make suggestions.
Let's go, son.
I'll have the trace leather ready in a week, Colonel. Maybe longer on the wheel.
Much obliged, Ed. Say, things seem to be getting kind of rough around town.
Every week, 2 or 3 more outlaws or gunfighters arrive, Colonel. Anybody planning to do anything about it? There's too many of them to do much. Joe Sims tried 2 weeks ago. He told Ackerson he was through paying protection money. He's dead now. I've got a wife and daughter.
Maybe between us we could do something.
Like what, son? You can't change people. Not until they're ready for change.
Maybe we could talk to people, form a vigilante committee, have meetings.
Who'd meet? You? Me? No.
Maybe I can do something. I'll call Ackerson out in the street and show him up for what he is.
Emmett, do you remember what I told you on your 14th birthday?
Yes, sir. You said that you'd never give me any advice I didn't ask for.
Yep.
Well, sir, what do you think? Should I call him out?
Nope.
Because it's hot-headed and stupid.
Yep.
No, you're right. I just thought it'd be a good idea at the time.
It was a good idea, boy. And I'd have been disappointed if you hadn't thought of it. Hey, that Perry Hanson over there?
Yeah. He doesn't know anything about that kind of a fight. That's Ackerson's new idea of entertainment around here. All arguments settled with a pocket knife.
You mean they just cut each other up?
It's not a fight, it's a slaughter.
Now, you wait a minute, youngster. That's a fair fight.
He's a friend of mine.
You taking his side?
You call it whatever you want.
All right, boy. You take his side. You're going to have to fight his fight. Yeah! Like I said, boy, it's my town. Jeb, you get that rope off of him. Come on, Jim!
That'll be all.
Now, you hold it, Colonel. You stay out of this. Butler?
Ackerson, I didn't hear anybody ask my boy if he wanted to fight. Like a roped-up calf.
Your boy butted in.
You gonna let him get away with that? And you're gonna do something?
Yeah!
Butler, I told you to stay out of this. They're gonna finish this fight. Colonel, nobody does what you just did and gets away with it.
Mayor, you and your thieving friends think you've got everybody buffaloed around here, but I know what you are. And I'll call you for it in front of everybody. You're a coward and low as a snake's belly. Come on, son.
Broke it. I think I know a way to start breaking him. All right, get out of here. Go on, get off the streets. Go on!
Sorry for jumping in on you back there, Emmett. Maybe you could handle it, but then,
Oh, listen, Pa. I was in over my head.
Well, you made a stand. Proud of you for that.
Thanks, Pa.
Let's go.
Sure don't waste any time.
That's progress, son.
You see Ackerson?
Oh, but you can bet we will.
Well, we've had a week to cool down. Maybe he'll stick to collecting bribes and leave you alone.
Not a chance. Too many people saw me backing down. You go on and finish your business with Shorty. I'll meet you at the courthouse in a few minutes.
Colonel Butler. Well, now, Colonel, you seem to be mighty jumpy.
I'm always jumpy when you're at my back.
Well, because you nearly busted my arm and made a fool out of me, you got reason to be a little jumpy, Colonel.
If you got something to say, you better say it.
No. I got nothing to say except,
Hold on. Somebody got a doctor.
Ackerson, if you had anything to do with this, I haven't kid you.
Morning, Colonel.
Will you help me?
I gotta live here.
That ain't no answer, Elma.
You fight him, Colonel. Try to change things. You don't last long. This store ain't much. It's all I got.
Took me 3 years to get my church built. I got 55 people coming to church every Sunday.
Is that the one day it's safe to cross the street, Parson?
I have to think of those 55 people. They're my church, my concern.
Did you ever wonder why Emmett and I quit coming to your church?
Yes, Colonel. I did.
For the same reason nobody would have listened to David if he'd have thrown down his rock and run from Goliath.
I could get into serious trouble if I'm even seen talking to you.
Kimberly, you're a pitiful excuse for a man. Sure, Ed, sure. I know how it is.
If anyone would help, I would. He'd have his men after my wife and kid. I know he would, Colonel.
What's this signature business all about?
Oh, that don't mean anything, Colonel. A few months ago, we had to send a petition to the railroad to get them to come.
Thank you, Emma. Thank you.
Well, we always welcome local interest in the railroad, Colonel Butler. Elena should be quite proud.
I don't live here, Mr. Dixon. I'm a rancher.
Oh. Well, then it should mean more to you. Yes, your stock will get to market much quicker.
I understand the town petitioned the railroad. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Is that why you decided to run the track through here?
One of the reasons.
Meaning that you could have planned them for someplace else.
Colonel, I'm not sure I understand.
Well, just what is the chance of the railroad laying those tracks someplace else?
Why, none. As a matter of fact, our surveyors are starting to check the right-of-ways in 2 days.
Mr. Dixon, how much is the railroad paying for that right-of-way?
Now, Colonel, we don't discuss...
Well, I can guess $10,000, $15,000 maybe.
Well, certainly land values go up when...
And the railroad lays out a big chunk of money.
Of course we pay money for the land we lay our tracks on.
Let's suppose you didn't have to. Let's just suppose that your railroad didn't have to pay 1 cent for that right-of-way.
Sir, if you are suggesting some kind of illegal scheme...
No, sir, I'm not. I own one of the biggest ranches in Texas, just west of town. I'll give you that land free. No strings, no obligations.
Why, Colonel Butler?
Well, now, let's just say it's for personal reasons.
I'm sorry, sir. As I told you, our plans are made. This office is in Helena. The tracks will be here, too.
And how about you, Mr. Dixon?
How about me?
Will you spend 10 years selling tickets, reading timetables, forgotten in a hot, dirty Texas town? How often does a man have the chance to save his employer $15,000? How will that affect your future, Mr. Dixon?
You do have a point, Colonel.
I'm well aware of that.
I could send a telegram. Although after all this time and planning,
Give it a try.
Colonel Butler.
Why, good afternoon, Mr. Mayor.
You can't do it.
I really don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about you offering your land free to the railroad.
That's interesting. So you own the man at the telegraph office, too, huh? I never thought of that.
Just, what are you trying to do?
Oh, just trying to make my small contribution to the decency of the world.
Look, Butler, this town needs that railroad.
And you need this town because without it, you're nothing.
Well, I'm not about to let you do it.
I wonder if you'd move back to your right a little bit, Mayor. The sun's getting in my eyes. Yes, sir, the railroad's gonna pass this town right on by. People are gonna move out. Outlaws are gonna find a new place to hide. And you're gonna be a king without a kingdom. Aren't you, Mr. Ackerson? Little something I made for you. A grave marker that you can carry in your pocket. Good day, Mr. Mayor.
Quiet down. Telegram's due from the railroad almost any minute. Now, if they accept the offer of the colonel's land, well, you live here. You decide what ought to be done about it. Just remember, it's your town and there's a man here trying to kill it. Trying to hurt every one of you. He's got no call to do it.
I don't like the feel of this, Colonel. Your life's in danger.
My son was my life, Mr. Dixon. I had nothing more to lose.
Fine. Give me that telegram you hear, boy. You hear me? Barney. took him up on it. But railroad ain't coming through here. Well, it's your town. You do what you feel like doing.
There ain't no sneaking out of this one, Colonel.
All right, boys, go on. Go on, give him what he deserves.
Let's see you try running scared, Butler. Let's see you try dodging a few bullets.
Well, Mr. Mayor, it looks like you're in trouble. Now, let's just see how good you are without all your friends to back you up.
Well, that's just like you, Butler. First you cripple a man, then challenge him to a fight.
All right, we'll do it your way, with pocket knives. That way your hurt arm will be tied up. Parson.
Get some rope. I'll fight you, Butler. Hurt arm and all. And I'll take you.
Get out.
Ackerson, I'm going to ask you just once. Who killed my son?
He did it!
Just try me.
This is a man that you've all been scared of. Now take a good look at him. Judge for yourself. Artie. Where you going, Elma?
This town's dead. I'm leaving.
Wages of sin, Mr. Mayor.
And so Colonel William Butler, true to his promise, killed the town of Helena, Texas. Within a year, the rails were laid along the new route, giving birth to the towns of Kennedy and Karnes City. The true death blow came when the courthouse was transferred to Karnes City. Next week, another true story from Western history.